Hi, I'm David Alemian, and welcome to another edition of The Alemian File. Earlier this week, I was a featured speaker at the annual conference for the California Association of Rural Health Clinics. My presentation was titled Physician and Key Healthcare Employee Recruitment and Retention. This is a very hot topic within the healthcare community because it's an enormous challenge. It's one thing to look at the statistics. It's an entirely different thing to talk to people who live every day right there on the front lines. This is a real problem that affects all Americans. Moreover, the problem is growing and will continue to grow. But first, let's look at the statistics. 25% of the U.S. population lives in a rural area. So you would think that they would need 25% of the physicians, right? Wrong. Rural areas need more than 25% of physicians because people in rural areas are sicker than the people in the metropolitan areas, and here's why. People in rural areas tend to be poor, uneducated, and lead unhealthy lifestyles. They smoke, drink too much alcohol, don't exercise, and have a poor diet. As a result, by middle age, they have a higher rate of chronic illness. They have heart disease, lung disease, cancer, and diabetes. Clearly, this 25% of the population needs more than 25% of the physicians, but they only have 9% of the physicians. To make matters worse, the rural population is getting bigger because we're living longer. Yet, the pool of physicians is shrinking because more physicians are retiring than coming out of medical school. The majority of physicians in rural areas are fresh out of residency and they lack experience. In most cases, they only put in a year on the job to get some experience under their belt. In addition to their salary, they want some of their medical school debt paid off. They want relocation expenses, and then, after their first year, they move on. The situation is putting stress on an overtaxed healthcare system and overworked administrators who are doing their absolute best to deliver quality healthcare. I admire these unsung heroes. They're doing a very tough job, and it gets tougher with every year that goes by, and they stick it out. They've earned my help, and they've earned your help. After my presentation, everyone agreed. Offering a lifetime pension plan in exchange for 10 or 15 years of service as a way to attract and retain older, more experienced physicians long-term would do a lot to help solve the problem. They instantly saw it as a way to overcome the huge challenge of recruitment and retention to rural areas. The finance guys instantly saw it as a way to seriously cut the overwhelming turnover costs. Pension plans will help the rural medical community in all parts of the country, and coming very soon is an army of older, more experienced physicians. They will be drawn by the American dream that up until now has eluded them. It's the American dream of a secure retirement. If you have questions or would like more detailed information about group pension plans, send an email to david@thealemianfile.com and visit my website, www.capitalcrestfinancialgroup.com, and absolutely make sure that you come back here next week for another edition of The Alemian File. I'm David Alemian. Thank you for watching.